Inspirators, it's Inspiring Vanessa here and welcome back to another interview for you all. First off, I just want to say I hope you are staying positive and I hope you are well and healthy during these unfortunate and unprecedented times that we are in right now. But as you guys probably seen by some of my Instagram stories, today I'm very excited for this interview because today I'm interviewing the CEO of Curlanistas and her name is Lexi. So she's going to be telling us a little bit about what she does on social media and about her business and how it kind of came along. She's also from the USA, so we're going to have another fun accent today as well. So I'm going to bring her on and we can just get straight into it. So I'm very excited. So to bring her on, and hopefully you guys have been enjoying the live streams as well because I've been enjoying them a lot. Hi! Oh my god, your hair looks amazing, first of all.
Thank you. And let me just say, I love your accent so much.
Thank you. It's really funny because it's like people from the UK, we love the Americans accent. And then when British people come to America, it's like, oh, we love your accent. And it's like, thank you. So the vibe is just, it's there on both ways. But how have you been?
I have been good, enjoying this quarantine, but I really hope we get to have a summer. Do you think we'll be able to have one?
I mean, I really hope so. My birthday's in the summer holidays, so I'm crossing my fingers that at least I'll be able to see some of my family members during that time. Otherwise, we'll just have to do something online, which is still okay because you're still virtually seeing them, but it's just nicer to have actual people around you anyways. But how have you been dealing with quarantine? Has it been like overwhelming for you, or have you kind of been enjoying it?
I have been enjoying staying at home, but I really miss my friends so much. Like, I bug them all the time. I'm like, Mom, can I please just go and say hi? Can I please just wave? But, we have to stay social distancing, make sure to help stop the spread of this virus because it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I miss my friends so much as well. It's just, it's very complicated how to kind of meet each other anyways. But before we kind of get into this interview, which I'm very excited about, can you introduce yourself to those of you who don't know you?
Okay. So, hi everyone, my name is Lexi P. As you guys know, I'm not from the UK. I live in Maryland, if you guys know what that is. And I have my own business. It's called Curlanistas, and I teach girls all about self-love. And my whole brand is just teaching girls that you are beautiful no matter what. Because being a black girl in this world is very crazy. Like on TikTok, all I see is just like a whole bunch of racist stuff during this quarantine. So my whole message is just teaching girls all about self-love. I have books that teach girls how to love their hair, and it's also a coloring book as well, so people they can make it themselves. And my hair care products are in Sally Beauty, but they're not in your country, but you can definitely go on my website or Sally Beauty's website and get you some hair care products
and you can order it online anyways. But you seem like you're doing lots and lots of stuff, so I'm very excited to hear kind of how this came along. So that kind of brings me on to my first question. But what kind of inspired you to become an entrepreneur, or like what sparked kind of the business idea?
Yes, so my whole life I always knew my passion was helping people, but I never knew what it was. And I always just be like, okay, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a dentist. But as I was saying, I was like, I want to have my own office doing my own thing. I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I always wanted to work for myself. So yeah, when I was younger, I used to get bullied, and it didn't help that on TV I didn't see any girls that represented me. I didn't see any girls that looked like me. And I used to get called a bushy tree. I looked like somebody from the 80s. And I didn't know. I just didn't understand. So as I was going through the journey of learning to love my hair, I was noticing, like, I was trying to find books or like TV shows or anything teaching girls how to love their hair. And there was nothing out there. So I was like, I want to create my own business, or I want to create this book because what if there's girls that's out there where they don't have that support system? What if they don't know? Like, some people just don't know because this is just what they see on the phone. I was going to say TV screen, but they see on the phone. But I just got inspired to love my hair just by seeing a YouTube video of a girl doing her curly hair, and that's when I stopped flat ironing because I used to flat iron my hair so much to the point where it was like super damaged. So I wanted to create this just to inspire girls in general, like just to see me do it, because I'm at a young age, and I'm pretty sure other teenagers like me can relate, or kids. It's just so amazing. I get to help girls from old to young. So I just love it so much.
Oh, that is fantastic. I mean, I love your message, first of all. I think everybody else who's kind of watching this interview does as well and agrees with me. But I think it's just amazing how you can just make that small impact just by kind of seeing the gap in the market. That's what some people might say.
Yes.
And kind of for you to take that action. So well done for yourself to kind of take that action and be like, well, if nobody else is going to do it, then I'm going to do it, because I'm going to be that person to kind of inspire others and help others. When you're talking about like, my passion has always been helping people. I mean, I agree with you as well. Before I did speaking, there was something missing. Like I wanted to do something, but I didn't know exactly what. And then obviously when you come across something that you love, you just kind of take action into doing it. So congratulations for you to kind of putting the passion into there, because you're making a massive impact already.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. So the next question I have for you is, what do you think is the best part about what you do? Because I would say there are probably lots of memories that you get to have if you're obviously meeting different girls and kind of empowering them with about their hair. So what would you say is your favorite part about what you do?
My favorite part is just seeing how I can help people, and just by a small thing that I came out with. Like, my products are more than just books. It's more than just hair products. It's a story that people can relate to. Being a Black girl, I wouldn't just say in America, but like everywhere, we face racism. I was only 13 years old, and I was at Disney World, you know, the happiest place on earth.
The happiest place on earth.
And I experienced racism there. I was getting some ice cream, and this man kept telling me go to the back of the line like I was used to. And I did not know what to do. And the Disney member didn't do anything. And in that moment, I didn't cry. I wasn't mad. I was just shocked, because I was like, this is a real thing. I'm only 13 years old at this time. And I was like, at this time, I already had my business, but I was like, I'm so happy, because what if I was just a young girl and I was insecure about myself? How would that make me feel? So I wanted to create this, and just because I just love to see how I get to inspire young girls. That's my favorite part, is just seeing how I inspire young girls, and just to see that girls, they love themselves after reading my book, and just seeing how inspiring my story is.
I mean, that's so beautiful, but it's like, some people say, oh yeah, racism doesn't exist anymore, or
it totally
privilege doesn't exist anymore, and those people are so closed up, like their mindsets are so closed up, because it's like, how can you not see it? You see all over the news, all over the press and media, this person dies, that person dies, and everyone's like, well, don't make everything about race, but it is about race.
It is definitely.
If we get back to like the actual root of it, it is about race. So we should definitely start raising more awareness of that. And that's a bit of shade towards Disney, but I bet if that person ever kind of saw where you were today, they would be disappointed in themselves, just as if you were when you were in that situation when you were my age. So the fact that you still had your business, it was almost like something to kind of pick you back up. As you were saying, like, what would you have done if you kind of didn't have your business supporting you, or you still were like in a business mindset or a positive mindset in a way, even though that would feel really hurtful. Like, I personally, I grew up kind of liking my hair, but obviously around the environment I was in, so many people obviously had dead straight hair. So I was like, well, why does yours look longer and mine kind of shrinks up? So every single time I did straighten my hair, which wasn't really that often, like, some kids would be like, oh my god, your hair is so long. And it's like, I do, it is, because like, even when I have a shower, my hair just kind of goes all the way down. But it's just funny to kind of see people's reactions, although sometimes they can be quite offensive and racist, as you were saying as well. So what would you say are like your plans or your goals for the business?
My goals for my business is to have everybody love themselves. If I could touch every girl in the world with my story, that is my dream. Just to let girls know that you are powerful. Being Black is beautiful. Like I was saying earlier, on TV and on social media, they always just push the urban standard, and they always say, well, if you don't look this certain type of way, then you're not beautiful. And that's not the case at all. Who else do you know? They can straighten their hair, and then when they wet it, it gets back curly. I think that is magical, and that is black girl magic right there. My whole message, once again, is just letting girls know that if you have a business, do it. Do it. Start young. Start whenever. It doesn't matter how old you are. Start your business. My whole message is just teaching girls all about self-love and loving yourself. Because I feel like if you don't have confidence in yourself, then you won't be able to do nothing in life. Like they always say, if you can't love yourself, then other people can't love you. No matter how many times I might tell you beautiful, your mom, cousin, whoever.
If you don't believe in yourself,
yes. If you don't believe it in yourself, then you're not gonna believe that you're beautiful. So, confidence is key. Self-love is key.
Thank you for sharing that message as well, and just kind of bring up the topic of kind of saying that self-love is really important, and also it is Mental Health Awareness Week. So. What you were kind of saying, the racism you were getting even when you were like much younger.
Yes.
How would you say that kind of affected your mental health, and how did you obviously overcome that, even though it's something that still does happen? So how did you kind of overcome the racism and what other people kind of thought about you?
Yes, to this day, people still say things like in the classroom, like, I can't see your hair zoom away, or like just like comments like that. But honestly, I just stopped listening to people. I found that I got confidence when I stopped listening to people and just knowing that at the end of the day, I'm beautiful no matter what. Because you know what? No matter what you do, people are still going to have their own opinions. People are still going to say what they want to say. But as long as you know who you are and your self-worth at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what anybody says to you, as long as you know who you are.
Thank you so much for sharing that. I think that's going to help a lot of people, especially during this kind of lockdown and pandemic, because now it's like, well, before we were so busy with our day-to-day lives, going to school or doing whatever, adults going to work, and now we actually have to live with ourselves. So using this time to actually grow that self-love, no matter how long it's going to be. So I think people should try and see it from a different perspective, even though there are so many like chaotic things happening in the world right now. So thank you so much for sharing that. That was such a beautiful thing that you just said now, that you just said. So the next question I have for you for this interview is, what advice would you give to a kid or like a teenager who wants to start a business and who wants to be an entrepreneur? They have the idea, but they just don't know where to begin.
Okay, so first thing you need to do is definitely do your research. So if you want to start your own lip gloss brand, we have YouTube and the internet now. So you can look up how to do it, how much it's going to cost. And whenever somebody always comes to me and says, I want to start a business, the first thing I always tell them is make sure that you are committed, because I don't think people understand how much goes into a business. It's like when I first started my business, I wasn't really making any money, because you have to invest in yourself in order to grow. So, and sometimes you might feel like nobody is watching you, but you have to keep on going. Like, if you're not inspired or if you're not dedicated to do your business, then it just won't be there. So I always like to tell people, make sure that you're committed. Do your research. Do as much research as you can. See how much money has to go in it, how much your materials cost. If you have like a skincare product, or if you have a hair care product, are you going to make it? Is somebody else going to make it? How much does that cost? Research. What else? And definitely have a good support system. Have people around you who are going to support you, who are going to keep you motivated, who are going to keep you positive, because that helps me a lot. My mom is my biggest support system.
Same here. Yeah. Speaking of hair products, what are your hair products, and can you kind of talk about that a little bit to those who are interested in purchasing them?
Okay, so my first hair care product is the Detangler, because you know, us curly girls, it can be a hassle to tangle our hair
in the mornings.
Girl, oh my gosh, it can be a struggle, I know. So yes, I have this is what it looks like. My brand is called Curlanistas, so you guys can go look up it on my website, Curlanistas, or on South Beauty's website. And this is also a leave-in conditioner as well. Next, I have a curl cream, which I have in my hair right now. And this is a really good moisturizer, and it helps to define your hair. You can use this with doing a braid out, or wash and go, twist out. This is really good. I like to use these two when I do like braid outs or twist outs, because these are very moisturizing. And the other product I have is my curl custard, which I also have in my hair. And my curl custard is like it helps lock in your curls. It doesn't make your hair crunchy at all, as you guys can see. The curl custard just really helps hold your curls, so I really love this one. And I just recently came out with a shea butter that smells so good. I'm only going to use a little bit so you guys can see how moisturizing this is. This is such a good shea butter, and it's so moisturizing because I know we are washing our hands so much right now. Sorry if you see a little bit of stuff in my hand, but we are washing our hands right now, and your hands can be a bit dry. So this is such a good moisturizer, and it's good for if you are doing a protective style. I braided my mom's hair the other day, and I put some in, and when she took out her braids, her hair was still moisturized from the shea butter. So make sure you guys go to my website.
Make sure you go and check those out. Somebody just commented, are they organic? So are any of the ingredients like, I don't know, anything like with people's like, if they're allergic to it? Like, what are the ingredients in the hair product? Just for anybody who needs to know that.
There isn't any alcohol, anything bad in it. If you are allergic to anything, make sure that you guys DM me, and I will send you guys, or I'm pretty sure you can look up the ingredients on my website and see. Yeah, you can. So if you guys are allergic to anything, make sure, hey Gabby, make sure you guys go look at that. Definitely.
Well, I think you can definitely tell that the hair products are working, because your hair looks fabulous. I'm just kind of staring at your hair the whole time, just like, wow, just the definition, the co-definition is definitely there. So your hair looks amazing, by the way. So everybody who needs some new hair products, or they need to define their curls, go and check out Lexi's website. What is the website, by the way, just for anybody who didn't kind of catch what you said?
It's Curlanistas, Curlanis. It's the same thing as my Instagram, Curlanistas.
If anybody doesn't follow Lexi already, go and follow her now.
Okay,
oh, you've got the top as well. That is super cool.
I have my Curlanistas shirt on. You guys can also go get that as well. Come on.
You've got everything. You've got the merch, you've got the products, you've got the books. You're just kind of giving it all out there. So you're just kind of making that big impact. So thank you for kind of putting yourself out there and making a difference, making an impact, because I really think it's, especially amongst the younger generation, we are the future. So to have like leaders just kind of coming out of their box and kind of giving young people a voice, or girls with afro or kinky or curly hair. So I think it's just really powerful what you are doing. So the next question I have for you is kind of a question that I've been asking a lot of like influencers or people on social media, especially if they're like around teenagers. So the question is, do you think social media is a positive or negative influence on young people, and why?
I think social media is both, because social media is a place where let's start first. So okay, I'm gonna start with the positive. Social media can be positive in a lot of ways. It can help you inspire other people. Social media, if you have your own business, you can push it on there. Social media is a great place to just start your business. It's a great place to go to escape. But the negative, there is a lot of hate on here. Like I was saying earlier, I was on TikTok, and all I see is just all about racism things, like people. I'm not going to get into that, but it's really bad. Like,
we're going to be here for a long time. There's just so much controversy, I feel like, especially on TikTok now. No shade to TikTok. It is a good app. It's very addictive. But sometimes the drama that happens on there and the way people just act is just so disgusting to me.
It was
like, how could you even...
Right. Like, and with social media, a lot of girls, I find what the problem is nowadays, like, a lot of girls, they get caught up in looking at people like Kylie Jenner, Addison Rae, or like other people and not really, and just saying, well, I wish I looked like that. I wish my nose like that. I look like that. But you are beautiful no matter what. Because guess what? In real life, they probably don't even look like that. So I just, I'm just playing.
It's true though.
For real. Don't get caught up. I know sometimes I can get caught up in it, but you just have to love yourself no matter what skin color, no matter what you look like. Because guess what? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how you look. Beauty is going to fade, and it's all about who you are inside. That's all that really matters.
I totally
and
agree.
We're all human. I have a heart just like you have a heart. I have a brain just like you have a brain. We're all human. Nobody is better than the other person.
I think that is so true, and thank you for kind of touching the light on that as well. I mean, even like on videos, people can put on a filter. You can put on a Snapchat filter and upload it to TikTok or upload it to Instagram, or people can face tune their photos. So it's almost like for the younger generation, we're kind of constantly looking at people who don't look a certain way, or they do look a certain way, but we're expected to kind of make ourselves feel more insecure about that. So somebody just commented, we all eat, sleep and breathe the same way, so it doesn't mean that anybody's better than the other, anybody's worse than the other. And as you were saying, beauty does come from the inside. If you do have a good and genuine heart, the beauty will shine out on the outside, because somebody can pile on makeup and look like the most perfect person ever, but inside, if they're not a nice person, if they don't like helping people, then if you really do think about it, they aren't really beautiful, because their hearts aren't in the right place and they're doing certain things. So I think it's really important what you just said. We are all human beings. I think everybody kind of needs to be reminded of that, even though we are consciously aware of that. I mean, of course I'm a human being, but people don't really think about it enough, or kind of think about how different perceptions kind of change the way we think about ourselves as well. So the last and final question I have for you is, what would be like your top 3 tips to grow on social media and to promote your business?
Okay, so definitely one, constantly post yourself, constantly just post, like, even if it's pictures or videos or go live all the time, people just love to see you. People want to feel like they know you. So that's number 1. Number 2, constantly tell your friends to repost whatever you're posting about your brand. Tell your friends about it. Tell your family about it. Just so you know, they post on the stories and then their friends can see it. And number 3, if you have a business, definitely create your own business website and your own business page is what I meant. And post your product on there. I have my Curlanistas page where I post my hair care products and hair tutorials. And then on Officially Lexi P, that's where I do my all little cool dance videos and all that good stuff.
Thank you so much for that advice. And is there any like last kind of motivational, inspirational message you kind of want to leave the people who are watching, maybe keeping in mind what's kind of going on in the world, maybe just thinking about themselves and how they can kind of better themselves? Obviously, you are a very big self-love advocate, so just kind of share your inspiration to those who are watching.
If you have an idea, go for it, because guess what? I had an idea. I started with a book at the age of 11, and now I'm in Sally Beauty stores with my own hair care products, which I think is amazing. I started off with an idea, and I got to meet great people like Cardi B. I got to meet Beyonce's mom. I got to meet Megan Thee Stallion. I got to meet so many lovely people, and you as well.
Thank you.
You can start off with an idea, and you never know where you can take you. You can start off with a lip gloss and then end up with skincare products, and have your own story. Make sure you put yourself out there so people feel like they know you. Constantly post, constantly spread positivity. Go out to your local grocery store and tell people about you. Pass out cards. And just believe in yourself, and make sure that you guys stay in your own lane, because yes, I have a hair care products, and there's millions and millions of other hair care lines, but I just have to make sure that I stay in my own lane and worry about myself, because you don't want to get yourself caught up in other stuff. So stay in your own lane, stay positive, and believe in yourself.
Oh, thank you so much for being here, Lexi. You share
Thank
so
you
much
for having me.
powerful motivation, inspiration. I just kind of love being in your presence. You're just like a lovely, bubbly energy to kind of be around virtually anyways. But for anybody who doesn't already follow Lexi or the Curlanistas page, go and follow Lexi's personal account and the business page as well.
Yeah.
Go and check out those hair products. I'll be looking on the website after this live stream as well. Thank you for coming on today. I hope you're staying positive and your family as well, staying safe during these times, and hopefully we can touch base soon. All right.
Is it okay if I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, sure. Go on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have pretty lovely hair. I see you post your hair all the time and do hair tutorials. So I just wanted to ask you, like, what's your favorite hairstyle?
My favorite hairstyle, I think it's just like having it out. But like having it out is just like, why is it just having it out? But I think it kind of matters like what parting you have. It's not like I need to have like a zigzag parting or anything like kind of extra like that, but it's kind of, if I have it in the middle, then my hair looks a certain way, but then if I have it on the side, it kind of, you know, the curls just kind of look a certain way. They look more extravagant and voluminous. So I definitely would say I love having my hair out, but otherwise, if my hair is kind of being a bit of a struggle, then I'll just put it back in a ponytail.
Your hair looks pretty.
Thank you.
I see you post inspirational quotes all the time. So what's a quote that always sticks to you and that you just absolutely love and that you would say to other people?
There are so many. There are so many. Well, the first one is actually one of my own quotes, but it's called "Opportunities are like bubbles, so you need to catch them before they pop." And it's kind of like the message or the deeper meaning behind it. It's kind of like, even if an opportunity is out of your comfort zone, still take it, because you never know where it's going to take you and where it's going to take your career, your business, whatever people are doing. So I think that's one of my favorite quotes, even though it is my kind of cliche, but I just think the message behind it is quite nice. And another one, which I forgot who it's by, I think it's by Unknown, otherwise I need to kind of look at that afterwards, but the other one is called "Doubt kills more dreams than fear ever will." And it's kind of like, we always doubt ourselves before anybody else comes to criticize us. I think it is really important to kind of think about not listening to that self-critic that's kind of constantly telling you to stop doing what you're doing, or is trying to tell you to stop doing what you love. And so many people just kind of get lost in kind of their own heads than actually moving forward and kind of following their dreams. So I think those would have to be my two favorite quotes. Otherwise, there are so many that kind of have amazing meanings that will still inspire me in the same way.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you one more question. Okay, you can pick which one. Okay. Either how is it living in the UK, or how are you making an impact in the world? You can pick one of those. Or you can answer both of them.
I'll answer both. It's fine. The first one, living in the UK. Well, I mean, it's not like luxurious, you can say, but the weather has been decent for the last couple of weeks. I mean, it's been really hot recently, so I mean, that's kind of been a big change here in the UK. I mean, for anybody like from the US, is kind of, I feel like Harry Potter kind of stereotyped the whole of the UK and the Queen, and you know, British people love tea kind of thing. I mean, I love tea. That's not just because I'm British. I would have loved tea.
You guys say crisps?
American, yeah. And you guys say potato chips? Potato chips?
Potato chips,
all the different words are really funny, but I mean, I grew up in London, so it's just kind of like, well, even if there are bad things about it, or like different things that I may have critiques about, it's still my home, so I still kind of live with it, and kind of obviously have gotten used to it over like the 13 years of me living here. And the other question is, how am I making an impact? Okay. I mean, I hope I'm making an impact around the world, first of all. Thank you. I think it's just about like sharing that kind of importance of confidence. That's one of my kind of biggest things that I talk about, even like at speeches or at events. Also, as you were saying yourself, self-love is a massive thing for me to kind of promote to others, because when I first started, or like when I went to secondary school, which is like when I don't even know how old I was. It's like middle school in the US. So when I started secondary school, I kind of realized that so many kids and teenagers around me were not comfortable within themselves. So I kind of saw that as a big gap, especially amongst the younger generation, because we're constantly kind of comparing ourselves to these people on social media, or even just in real life. You see someone walk by and it's like, why can't I look like her? Why can't I have this certain feature? So I think kind of self-love and confidence, one of my main things that I'm trying to impact. But otherwise, I post so much content across a variety of social media platforms. I think it's just kind of that that aim to entertain people and to kind of make them feel uplifted or feel happy when they watch any of my videos, whether it's motivational, whether it's just me messing around, as long as it's kind of making them clear their mind in a way, you can say.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I hope you get
thank you so much for coming on to my interview.
Thank you, and make sure you guys go support me during this quarantine. Go get your hair care products, go get your shea butter shirts, everything. And once again, it was so nice talking to you.
It was so nice speaking to you as well. For all of those who haven't followed, for all of those who haven't followed Lexi already, go and follow her. Check out her products, the books, the hair products, the t-shirts as well, so you can get that nice outfit during quarantine. It was lovely speaking to you, and I hope we can touch base soon. All right, bye.
Bye.
Oh, there you go. So that is come to the end of this interview. I hope you all enjoyed it and kind of enjoyed Lexi's lovely inspiration. As I said before, go and follow the Curlanistas page, and also Lexi's kind of personal account, which kind of posts a bit more about herself. Still posting those hair tutorial videos as well with the hair products. And if you would like to be interviewed, don't forget to message me on Instagram.